Well, it definitely is the biggest game of the year as far from a multiplayer perspective, and that is Arc Raiders. This has been a massive game. Kay, have you played Arc Raiders yet?
I haven't. I looked at it and I was like, no, if I'm going to do anything, I'll play Tarkov, but not really.
Let's go! Okay, you want to play Tarkov with me? Yeah.
The only
Fucking
style
shooters.
game, the closest I've gotten is Helldivers 2, and I do like Helldivers 2. I don't know. I'd think about it.
Oh my god, it'd be two retards aiming. I accidentally shot my friend because there's friendly fire in that game. Oops.
You know what, Blabs? I'd play it for you.
Yes.
Well, Arc Raiders has been played by hundreds of thousands of people. Right now, there are 300,000 people playing within the last hour of Arc Raiders. It's been massive game over here. And honestly, pretty universally loved. It has a very good review score. A lot of people enjoying it. It's an extraction shooter. People very much into being what's being thrown down when it comes to Arc Raiders. Except for Eurogamer, as they released their review of this, giving it a 2 out of 5 here.
Did y'all see problematic?
Yes, very problematic here. As their cliff, I do not want to click on the review at all. I do not want to give them any traffic here. But they said rich PvE combat and the unusually friendly community make Arc Raiders a more approachable extraction shooter than most. But Embark Studios' continued use of AI voice generation is a black mark against its reputation. So they may... Yeah,
Can I already be nitpicky? Sorry. This is just... it's a video game journalist site, and I don't expect much out of them, but they've already gotten the genre of game wrong, because it's PvPvE, which is different than PvE. PvPvE means that other players can mess with you. PvE is not the same. I know that's a small nitpick, but it's just you're Eurogamer. I don't expect the average person to understand that. They should understand it's PvPvE. Sorry, continue.
Well, they also don't understand that the use of AI was approved by the voice actors here. They lent their voice, and then ultimately they said, yeah, that's cool if you use it. So that was their big knock on this, was the use of AI voices, which once again was approved by the voice actors here. It also stands to reason that this reviewer also gave Concord a higher score, a 3 out of 5 here. But they are getting absolutely roasted in the comments here. Hypnotic pointing out that the global pool of gaming journalists has declined by 25% in 2 years. And it looks like Eurogamer will be joining them as well here. So Legendary Drops came in and says, so you're scoring a company not based on the quality of the game, but on your disdain for a tool that was used? I can't imagine why
ridiculous.
Right. I can't imagine why we keep seeing layoffs in games journalism over here. And he followed up, says, you idiots can moralize in the comments all you want. Genie is out of the bottle. It's not coming back no matter how much you rage on Twitter. The conversation needs to be what to do with jobs and people as technology replaces them, not how to stop technology. And I actually very much agree with Legendary Drops.
And I think that's, for me personally, I don't even give a shit about that sentence he made. I just care, what does that have to do with the game itself? You're supposed to review the game itself, not the process in which it was made.
Yes.
That'd
be the same as going in and, if you didn't like... where it's so stupid and ancillary, the idea of okay, there was a lot of hubbub around Ghost of Yote, right? But people went in and they played the game. That's purposely giving this game a 2 out of 10 because you didn't like the politics associated with the main voice actor or actor associated with it. I didn't see anybody do that. Now, people complained about it. They talked about the sales of the game, and that's an entirely different story for another time. But that's docking it based off of someone's personal politics or whatever. That doesn't make any sense at all, right? It's about the experience, and that's something that if you're going to score the game, you're scoring the game, not the tools used to make the game.
Yeah, you saw this a lot back when digital filmmaking was starting to come around. You saw a lot of film purists rate movies based off of, well, they use digital cameras, therefore it's a 1 out of 10. You saw this all the time. And it's just you're missing the point. No one watches a movie based off of what camera stock they use to film the movie. It's about the story, the pacing, etc. Right. You saw this all the time. Journalists are just fucking annoying. At least a good portion of them are.
we're definitely in that period. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead,
No,
Akko.
you please go ahead. You go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say we're definitely in that period. I mean, like you bring it like the same thing happened with digital art when people were like, "Oh, why are you drawing on a computer? You need to draw on paper." Same thing happened, like you said, with film. We're in a period where a lot of people are upset that new tools are being introduced. Now, I do think that some people use those tools maliciously to try and hurt other people or make other people feel down. But I think overall, you know, if somebody says, "Yeah, you have the right to use my voice in this instance, I'll give you that opportunity." I don't care. It's their voice and they gave it away. And I'm going to be honest with you, even though I cannot stand extraction shooters because I hate PvP, I might buy this game just on the merit that it would stick it to this journalist.
What were we gonna say, Kay?
If it does impact your experience, like let's say like AI parts of it bother you, I think it's okay to be critical of that, but I wouldn't drop it that many points. It's really, maybe I'm a little too middle ground on this, but I do think it's legitimate to point out the process. It's just like, is it really worse than Concord? Like that's where I don't take you seriously.
But how could the like, so again, like if let's say you wanted to make an article based off of, let's say you don't like AI, fine, you make an article based off of that. You don't harm the game's fault. You know, you make a piece pro con, whatever the hell you want to do. But as far as the voice thing, I can't see how the voice is the main focus of art. I've not played it, but I can't imagine that the voice is the main purpose of that game.
I 100% agree with you that the voice acting should not be the main thing that determines if a game is good or not. I completely agree with you.
So it's just part of the review.
It can be part of the review at the same time. I think that it's okay for a journalist to say, or anyone playing a game, hey, I like this game a lot, but you know, the voice acting bothered me, and part of the reason it bothered me is because it's AI and it does take away from my experience. I think in a game like Arc Raiders, it really wouldn't take away from your experience as much as say like a completely narrative based game where that would be like way more impactful. So I just think there's nuance to that, and it's okay to be bothered by it, but I wouldn't be like it's a 2 out of 5 just because of this.
Right. Phoenix, any thoughts on that?
No, I basically agree. I just think that if you're reviewing something, it needs to be what is the main focus of this piece. The main focus is I need to tell people if they essentially should buy this game or not. So I don't see what process someone used in order to get the voice acting accomplished. I could see it as a quick note. Found the voice acting to be distracting because I believe it's AI, So that's not personally up my alley, but it didn't get in the way of the enjoyment of the game, and so I give it an 8 out of 10. Whatever the fuck it is, you know, you do that.
Right. I agree with you. I think it's maybe a side note. It doesn't dock the score. I think that's something very.
You make a separate article based that you want to make. You know, you want to do a journalist piece. Sure. Then you say like, okay, where the state of the industry using AI. Fine, that's its own article, but don't knock a whole game based off of that.
Right. Okay. I think that's. I think we're all in agreement there. What was the classic? The agreeance. We're all in agreeance. Did you guys ever hear that before? Agreement. Yeah. Anyways, hey, Akko, I have good news. We have more footage of you frolicking here as well. Once again, big up to DB Wild for delivering these on the back end. One thing to close out that segment on is Asmongold actually has a great quote. Wouldn't totally ratio them in a major way. He said, "It will be a wonderful day when I get to farm your company because they do layoffs. You know it's coming. Everyone knows it. You're going home soon." Talking about Eurogamer. So, yes, there will definitely be a day where Eurogamer says au revoir for sure. So, I will personally give you a high five if you subscribe. I will not actually give you a high five if you subscribe.